just another sunny day.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Millennial Coach, your number one place for career advice. If you're new, my name is Insaaf and I'm here to help guide you through your career and your life. Thank you so much for the continued support and the new subscribers. I know I have not been active here, but I promise you I am back to help you succeed in your career and your life. So in today's video, we will be discussing how you can interview with confidence to showcase your best self. Your job may have been affected by our current world challenges. I know some people have had to take a pay cut and even been retrenched. If this is you, know that you are not alone, but because there are so many people going through this right now, it makes the job search pool so much bigger. That's why I wanted to share this information with you today. I know going for interviews can be stressful and sometimes fearful because you don't know what to expect or even who to expect. So in today's video, we will be working through some tips that you can use to build your confidence before and during the interview to make sure that you are the selected candidate and you can land your absolute dream job. The first thing I want to talk about is mindset. So give it your 100% and take it seriously. I know so many people that don't prepare because their mindset is, I'm probably not going to get the job. That is going to set you up for failure. So set your mindset the night before, the morning of, to say, this job is meant for me. I have the knowledge and the skills. And that goes to my second point, know your worth. Why did they invite you for the interview anyway? Because you probably have exactly what it is that they are looking for, a candidate. So every time you question whether you are suitable for this job, know that they invited you for that interview for a reason. The next thing I want to talk about is doing the actual preparation for your interview. So make sure that you find out who is interviewing you, and the way you can get to know them before they get to know you is by actually stalking them on LinkedIn. So when the person is setting you up for an interview, ask them who will be interviewing you, and in that way you can check them on LinkedIn. With that goes looking at the job description again, seeing exactly what it is that they require from the candidate. You can also, depending on the job that you're applying for, you can search the type of questions that they will be asking you so you know exactly what to prepare for. If, for example, you are applying for an HR manager job, all you need to do is type in Google interview questions for HR manager job, and that goes for any job that you are applying for. With most interviews, behavioral questions are one of the most popular things, and preparing for this will really set up your confidence. So make sure that you have your leadership questions, your leadership scenario questions, and then the same as your technical scenario questions, which leads me into my next point, which is framing your answers. So you want to make sure that when they ask you questions, especially behavioral questions, you want to frame your scenario. So a popular question is, tell me about a difficult time you had to do X. What you're going to do is explain the situation, take them through it, make them feel like they were in the situation, what difficulty it is that you experienced, and then what you had to do, the tactics that you had to do, and always end on a positive note, talking about how you overcame that situation. So that's why you want to practice your answers so that you can make sure you are telling a story and ending off on a positive note. I want to talk about influence and persuasion. I know when you hear these words, you always think about the negative connotation to it. But in this instance, when you are going for an interview, the hiring managers or directors, whoever it is that is interviewing you, actually wants you to sell yourself to them. So don't be shy on persuading them as to why you are the best candidates. Sell your skills. Go on your experience, brag about it. This is the one time you can actually brag about your achievements. Then remember to engage and build rapport. What this means is that you want to answer and connect with the people on the opposite side. I mean, in today, we are using Zoom, which means you have to give much more energy. So make sure that you are nodding to acknowledge what it is that they are saying. Build onto what the other person is saying, and in that way you are building that rapport, that like for like, if that makes sense. The next one is to visualize and energize. So before you go into the interview, whether it is the night before or the morning of, I want you to take 5 to 10 minutes and visualize yourself winning. How exactly is it that you want this interview to go? Visualize yourself walking into the room or logging into your Zoom interview, whichever it is at the time that you are preparing for this video. Visualize the people sitting on the opposite side of the room or the screen. How are they looking? What are they saying? And how is it going? How are you feeling? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling energized? What is the outcome? How is it when you are saying goodbye to those people? Visualizing is going to give you that energy. If you are visualizing an exciting interview that maybe runs a bit over time, when you walk into that interview, it's as if you know already what is going to happen. So you have some sort of control, even if it is in your mind, which is something I'm so passionate about, because mindset is the next thing that is going to help you reach for your goals. Lastly, I want to tell you to just be your authentic self. You want a job that you can be yourself at, and that is exactly what you will get. I want to leave you with, if you go for an interview and even if you felt it was the best thing and it still doesn't work out, it just means that that job wasn't for you at that time. But because you've gone through that process, it is definitely going to lead you to possibly another interview, or you would have learned something from that experience that is going to help you reach the position, the job, the career that you are ultimately destined for. If you enjoyed this video and it resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this one. And for more real-time updates, I post so much more on my new podcast. It is the Millennial Coach Podcast. You can find it on Apple, Spotify, Google, Anchor, wherever it is that you listen to podcasts. But I will leave the link down below in the comments. Thank you so much. Don't forget, whatever it is that you need advice on or you would like me to cover in an episode, again, you can find all my details to connect with me in the comments, or just drop one right there and I will be sure to reply to you. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.